Hello guys, welcome to our today's session. My name is Eric and this is CodeStar Technologies. We are an online platform that offers online courses more in the field of IT, especially software development and web development, which is one of the most important thing when it comes to software development, because as you can see everything is moving online. And today I want to talk about Python programming. Is our first lesson about Python programming. And before we start our lesson, I want to talk about a few things to do with CodeStar. So in case you want to enroll for one of our courses, you can get online and search for www.codestar.co.ke. That is you can just write codestar.co.ke and you're going to get us online there. This is our website. So the first thing that you need is to register. So you can go to the student portal, and when you get to the student portal, you'll find that there is that option for you to register. So you enter the details, and once you register the details, you're going to get an activation mail which is going to be sent on your email. So remember to activate, because if you don't activate, you are not going to access the courses. The other thing, if you want to know about how much we charge our courses, so you can scroll down up to our courses and there is a link there that you can click and download our brochure. It's there. But also, in case you are registered, once you register, you log into the system, you're able to view all the courses and the prices. Again, you can also contact us via the online chat system that is there. We are going to get back to you within less than a minute. The other thing is that our courses are very cheap, pocket friendly, with 24-hour support that you get, and our classes are very easy for you to attend, because we spread them in a time that you feel it's convenient to you. Without wasting time, I want to start with Python programming. And Python programming, the first thing that you need to have is the editor that you can use to code the Python programming. In most cases, the best I normally use is either the normal Python text editor that is idle, that you found it from the official website, which is, you just search for Python and you're going to get the website that's for Python. Then once you get there, you are going to click the button for download, and you download as per your operating system, depending on either if you're using Linux or Windows or Mac OS and so forth. So I've done that. So in case once you download, you just make sure you download the installer one that you can just install, and after installation you're going to get something that looks like this. Also, some other cases you might find that you want to use another different text editor, like there is Visual Studio, there is also Sublime Text, like this one that you can see here on my taskbar. And again, there is one of which people like using very much, which is PyCharm. PyCharm is also a very nice text editor that you can use to develop your Python programs. Without wasting time, I want first of all to save this file, and I will save it in a folder that will refer to it as I will save it on the desktop. I will save it on a folder that I'm going to refer it as a Python lessons, because this is something that I want to proceed for, like up to somewhere that I make sure you're doing well. So lesson 1, this is going to be lesson 1. Then I'm going to save. Now any program that whenever you're writing a program, the program is intended to do one thing, that is get the input, do the processing, and be able to generate outputs and maybe to do with the reports and so forth. So basically in Python is one of the simplest language. In other words, it's a language that most people, they normally say it's a running pseudocode because it's very easy. It's like the normal English words that we normally use. So I'm not going to waste time. I'm going to start by declaring variables. Remember, any programs needs to have variables, and in case you have any problem with how to declare variables and so forth, different types of data types that we have, you can get the notes and other contents to access all this, to learn all this one if you're a beginner, from our website, because we are offering that. We provide notes for that, and you are going to understand much about it. Now the other thing is that you can also use your mobile phone to code. I'm going to declare variables like months. I'm going to have months, and because you can say like months is 45, you have 45, because I'm assuming you've done exams, and this is what we are going to have. So you have to input. So in Python we normally use the term input to get the user input. That is when you're using console, but like 2-3 videos from now, that is video tutorials from now, I'm going to do a graphical user interface that I'm going to use, either Tkinter for that matter, to be able to create a system that maybe you have an interface that is user friendly, that you can understand without wasting time with the console, whatever. So enter, this is going to be enter max for months, so it's going like to be like that, and I'm going to copy this one to avoid wasting of time, and because I'm intending this one to be used by some of our people here in Kenya, we normally have Kiswahili, so for the respect of African languages, I'm going to use Swahili. So I'm going to write enter Kiswahili. Then once you have variables, I'm going to say that you have to look for total. So totals, they are going to be like I can say months plus Kiswahili, and make sure you write the spellings very well. So after that, I'm also going to compute the average, and the average will be total, because I told you Python is one of the easiest languages that you can ever get compared to how, and it has got all the features that you need. So I'm going to print the output now, and I'm going to refer to it as the total for months and Kiswahili is, then I'm going to have something like that. And because I want to display both the subject, that's the mouth for the both subjects, so because starting with the mathematics, I'm going to say comma. You have to put comma there, then months comma. You have to use a quotation for the sake of having a plus sign, so that it can show off very well. So months plus Kiswahili comma, and I'm going to use again quotation to use equal sign to show that we have equals, and I'll use total like that. So it's going to display something that looks like that. Again, I'm going to also to output the, let me copy to output the average. So for the average, I just need to say the average for the two subject is AVG. Just use the short form. It's not because there is something that I need. So the average for maths and Excel is that. Now again, let's first of all save this program and be able to run that one. So for you to execute that one, you just press F5, or you can get run on the top of your menu. So I'm going to press F5 so that I can check whether I have else. Okay, so I'm just writing 56 for maths, because maths is not a friendly thing, and as you can see, that's how it looks like. Let's proceed. So I just gave an example of a situation where you just give the program input, you give it you do some computations like operations, and you give an output. What if you want to make decision you normally use if, and I want to have like 3 decisions, so that is to make decision of 3 things. So I will assume like if you have below 40, so if total, let me say